Hi, second grade. Miss Nelson here. Bringing some more lessons to you this week. So back in January, we talked about skills for learning and listening. So we're going to review those because it's been a couple of months and I don't want you to forget the skills. So let's go ahead and let's review those. So the first one is focus attention. Concentrate, use eyes, ears, and brain, and ignore distractions. So I don't know if you remember in first grade, we talked about having attention scopes on. And so we put our attention scopes on so we can look at the person who's talking. We can ignore outside distractions so we can focus, right? So focus attention using our eyes and our ears and our brain. Okay? And then listening. Focus on the speaker. Wait your turn to speak. Quiet voice, remember? If somebody else is talking, don't interrupt them. Listen to what they're trying to say. Remember what you heard, and then think of some questions. And we kind of practiced this back in January. You had to partner up with someone. They had to tell you a story, and you had to remember kind of what they said, and then give positive feedback or ask questions, right? And so listening, using our ears, open them wide, not using our voice. So if we're talking, you're not hearing. So make sure your voices are quiet so you can listen to the speaker. The next one is be assertive. Focus or face the person you're talking to. Keep your head up and shoulders back. Use a very calm and firm voice. Use respectful words. Now, I want you to remember when we talked about this in January, the difference between being assertive and being aggressive. Being aggressive is getting what you want and need by being disrespectful. Throwing temper tantrums, yelling, trying to control the situation. Those all cause uncomfortable feelings for someone. Either the person that you're trying to control to get what you want, or it causes uncomfortable feelings with you because you might feel guilty for the way you feel. Okay? So we don't want you to be aggressive. We want you to be assertive. Okay? Assertive is asking for what you need and want with respect. So be able to calmly talk to the speaker about, I really need help with math right now. I really would like to have a puppy, whatever it is. So being assertive, okay? Win-win situation right here. If being assertive can cause comfortable feelings for both parties, right? Win-win. Okay, and the last one is use self-talk. And so they give you some examples up here, and it says, focus, ignore distractions. What do I do next? And calm down. Now, people use positive self-talk and negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is, I can't do this. I will never get it. I'm no good at this. I'm stupid. Those are all negative self-talk, and those aren't going to help you. Those cause uncomfortable feelings for you, and you will have difficulty, okay? But if you can turn the mind, is what I call it, if you can turn the mind by using positive self-talk, I can do this. I just need to practice. I need to ask for help. I need to calm down. I need to breathe. Those are all positive self-talks, which then you can be proactive. Okay? All right, so I just wanted to make sure we go over our learning skills because it's been a couple of months. So today we're going to be talking about managing anxious feelings. And remember when Mrs. Nelson explained anxious or anxiety, it was when we feel fearful or embarrassed or worried. And so our heart might be racing, our breathing might be increased, our hands might get sweaty. And so when we feel anxious, we kind of get stuck and we have a hard time moving forward because we have a lot of fear or worry, okay? So before we begin, though, I want to review another skill, and that's our belly breathing, okay? And so when we talk about belly breath, we're not talking about this. That's not belly breathing. That's just you putting a bunch of air in and your shoulders are going up and you're not getting anything from it. So belly breathing, let's go ahead and put your hands above your belly button, okay? So hands above the belly button. You don't want them down here. You want them right here, okay? So you have your hands on your tummy. You're going to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, okay? Ready? Begin. As you notice, Mrs. Nelson, when she breathes in, her hands go out. When she breathes out, her hands go back in, right? So in and out, okay? Let's do it 2 more times. Ready? In through the nose. That felt really good. Let's do it 1 more time. Good job. Good way to kind of start the day, calm yourself down, slow your heart rate down. Just a really good exercise, okay? So I'm going to introduce you to Leah. This is Leah, and I'll show you the whole picture here. There's some kids working in the background, okay? And today is the big day for her. She's waiting to present her science project. And look at the volcano. Do you think she can get it to erupt? Let's see. So I want you to look at Leah's face and body. Remember, we look for cues. And I want you to think about her situation and how do you think she feels right now? Take some few minutes, do some think time. Share with someone in your home. Share this maybe lesson and talk about how do you think she is thinking and how she feels. Okay. If you said she feels worried or anxious about presenting her science project, you're absolutely right. Right? Have you ever felt worried or anxious? I know Miss Nelson has. I felt worried and anxious many times in my lifetime. And so I would like you to share a time that you felt worried or anxious with someone in your home. And so just do some think time. When was a time that you felt worried and you really felt anxious about your situation, whatever it may be? Maybe you lost a dog. Maybe you're scared of the dark. So I just want you to think of something that has caused anxious feelings for you, and I want you to share it within your home. So go ahead and take some time. Okay? So everyone feels anxious. Sometimes people feel a little anxious. Sometimes people feel a lot anxious, right? Anxious can be a very strong feeling. And when we have strong feelings, if you remember right, it causes uncomfortable feelings in our body. Our body feels uncomfortable. It feels icky. It doesn't feel right. And so we really struggle, okay? And so when this happens, you need to calm down. So I want you to think about ways that Leah can calm down before presenting her project. So think about that, because I'm going to bring out a poster for you. You remember our How to Calm Down poster, right? So Leah can use her stop. And so Leah could do like, I need to calm down, stop worrying. I'm feeling anxious right now, because we stop, we name our feeling, and then we calm down. And this says breathe, count, or use positive self-talk, right? And so those are our 3 skills to calm ourselves down. So we stop, we name our feeling, and then we calm down, okay? So let's practice some of these here, okay? So here's Leah going to present her volcano project. And she starts thinking about what could go wrong. She says to herself, I'm not ready for this. But if I do it right, it's going to be okay. But if I don't, it's okay too, right? So that's positive self-talk. Negative self-talk is, I bet that the volcano won't even erupt. And then I'm going to be embarrassed and everybody's going to laugh at me. That is negative self-talk. Do you see the difference? Okay. And so, do you think negative self-talk is going to help her? No, it's not going to help her. It's only going to make her have more anxious feelings, going to make her feel more nervous to the point where she might not even want to do it anymore. You've been there before, right? You just kind of quit and give up because you don't want to feel what you're feeling or don't want to deal with the situation. I know it can be hard and it can be really tough for people to do that. However, following through with what needs to be done makes you a more stronger person because you beat those odds. Make sense? Hope so. So, think about some positive things that Leah could say. I want you to think of some. I gave you some, but I want you to think of some. And I want you to take a few minutes, kind of think first, what is some positive things she could say? And then I would like you to share those with a family member or sibling or whoever. You can even email Miss Nelson. I'd love to hear from you and tell me what you think she could say to herself to be able to calm her anxious feelings down so she can have comfortable feelings and not uncomfortable. All right. Till next time. Bye, second grade.